Uber on my way to meet a friend this afternoon. It is Friday afternoon, April 11th, 2025. And these are cross streets. Anyway, I'm going live today. It's been a while since I've done a live here. This is a quick one because it's a response to a video that I had posted. I posted it on Instagram as well as here on YouTube, and it seems to be getting a lot of comments, a lot of people having their response to it. And it was a clip from my interview with Dana Angels of Royal Kingdom Estate. And it is when we were having a conversation about cars in Ghana. We were talking about hidden wealth, how there's this perception that there are not any rich people or not any wealthy people in African countries. And so I just had mentioned that I hadn't seen a Maybach car until I moved to Ghana, like in person. And then, we started talking about he started mentioning different cars, and everybody is so fixated on the cars. Everybody's like, that doesn't mean anything. Some people even insulting me, saying I don't know what I'm talking about. And the whole point of that conversation wasn't even necessarily about the cars. It's about changing people's perceptions. It's about changing people's mind about what they think about the continent of Africa. It's about changing people's perspectives to see that there are also wealthy people in Africa, rich people, middle class, and we know there's poor and we know there's poverty. Like everywhere in the world, there's poverty, there's poor, there's middle class, there's rich, and there's wealthy. So there's a mixture of that in every society. And every society, the wealthy are really only like 1% of the people, because people kept commenting saying, how many people in Ghana actually have those cars? Yeah, it's not going to be everybody. It's like 1%. It's like 1 to 5% of people are in the wealth bracket. And then you have the people who are in the rich bracket just below that. Then you have the middle class. There's a growing middle class in Ghana and other African countries. The number of middle class hasn't matched the number of middle class in countries like the US, Canada, UK. However, one thing I want to say is, if there was no access to credit, people in Western and European countries would be struggling in the same way that you might see a struggle happening in some developing countries. Because people in developing countries, most of them are not having access to credit, so they're living off of the cash they make every day. Cash hand to mouth, cash, cash, cash. Whereas in places like, I'll speak from Canada and the US perspective, because I've lived in both of those countries before, people are using credit cards to buy things, they're getting loans to buy their car, they're getting mortgages to pay for their houses, and they're paying over 20, 25 years for their house, sometimes 30 years. Car, they're paying between 1 to 5 years to pay off their car. People have credit cards for a lifetime. People are in debt forever. So you may see somebody in the US who comes to visit Ghana and they have the latest iPhone, but most people have not paid for that iPhone in cash. Most people have gone on a contract with their phone company, whether it's T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T in Canada, Rogers, Bell, whatever it is. Most people are on credit. So they're paying for that phone month to month until it's paid off. They're driving a nice car because now they got a good job. Maybe they're making $80,000 a year, and they qualify for a certain amount of loan to get a car. So they decide to buy a luxury car because they can afford to pay that $300 a month to get the car. So there's a perception that they're wealthy, but they're living off of debt. Somebody in Ghana who's driving their car, 99% of those people have paid cash up front for the car, and they don't have any debt tied to them. It's their car. So the whole conversation that he and I were having was all about busting the myths and the perceptions people have about people in Africa, that everybody's poor, everybody's struggling. There's no denial that there's poverty, yes, but there's also people who are middle class. There's people who are living, comfortable lives. There's people who are rich. So there's a balance here as well. So the whole point of that conversation was to say all different types of demographics are here too. But everybody is so fixated on when we mention the cars, and I knew people would do that when I posted that clip. People are so fixated on the cars, and not even getting deeper, the deeper level of the conversation. I'm seeing a comment here asking me about my glasses. I got them on Amazon, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. So I've had them for a while. I just hadn't really worn them. I was wearing my red glasses a lot, and then those ones on the side had broken off, and I went and fixed them. And it's still a little bit of a challenge on those ones. So these ones I got on Amazon, they've just been sitting there. I finally put a lens in them, and so I've been wearing these ones for a bit now. Thank you. And somebody posted a message, but they've retracted their message. I don't know what you said, Savant, but yeah. So, and then I have Fred has joined. Thank you for joining, Fred. And then Lindenberg. Hi, I'm from Brazil. Welcome to the live stream. I'm live streaming while I'm on my way to meet a friend of mine. We're gonna have lunch, a lunch meeting, just a bit of a break because I've been really, really busy a lot for the last few weeks. I haven't had a chance to really woosah, breathe. So a friend is in town from Canada, and so I'm just gonna meet with him today. I wanted to meet him in the evening, but I now have evening Zoom calls, so we're meeting this afternoon. So yes, I just wanted to come on here and briefly talk about that the whole point is about changing the narrative of Africa. It's about changing people's thought processes about what they think about the continent, because all different kinds of people are here too. All different kinds of people are here too. So, and then also the point of that conversation was also to say that you can make it here. You don't have to leave to make it, because the man I interviewed, Danny Angels, he has built a business here without ever having to leave. Because a lot of people think they have to leave to go to America, Europe, to become successful before they can come back home. And so he managed to do that here. He had the opportunity to go to Australia, and he turned it down because he said he wanted to make it in his own country, and he's managed to do that. It takes a lot of hard work. A lot of people don't realize that being successful is hard. It's not easy. People want the money, but they don't want the work they want to do the work to get the money, if that makes sense. People say, I want money, I want to do business, I want to do this, I want to do that, but when it comes down to it, the work that has to be done, most people don't want to do it. That's why a lot of people are comfortable, doing what they do, because, it's easy to get comfortable. And I don't blame people for getting comfortable, because it is hard. Since I ventured out on doing stuff on my own, doing my own work, as in when I left my job with the government and decided to go full time doing my own stuff, especially putting my time into YouTube, content creation, documentary stuff. It has been really, really a lot. So, but I don't regret it. I am very happy and grateful to be doing what I'm doing. So, and to be talking and sharing. So I'm going to the comments. Somebody asked, Gary said, how is the currency there today? I haven't checked today, but yesterday it was $1 US dollar was 15.5 Ghana cedis. One US dollar was 15.5 Ghana cedis yesterday. So I don't know what it is today. Someone said, can I come stay with you? Well, what's going on with the men today? Men asking ladies for money, men asking ladies to stay with them, men asking ladies, hey, what happened to chivalry? Shouldn't you be the one saying that I should come and stay with you? Shouldn't you be the one who's like, I have this and I have that, and I want to bring you into my space? I've never been a person who's been like, I'm not like a quote unquote gold digger kind of thing. But what I'll say is women have a natural inclination to want to be with a man who can take care of them. And I think that's just a feminine thing that women have in them. I'm not going to say all women, but a lot of women have this. It's like a natural instinct that women have, that they want someone who can take care of them. And I think it's probably because they're built in to have like women to give birth. So a woman wants to know that if she gives birth for this man and she has to take time off work, she has to take a break to take care of these children, can this man take care of her? It's a subconscious thing. So yeah. Anyway, let me go back to the comment section. I have a greeting here. Shalom, shalom. My Hebrew, my glasses are fogging up. Yashar's elite sister queen of Zion, and my Hebrew Yashir's elite. I hope I'm reading that correctly. Mishpata. Mishpata. I need to learn. I'm trying to read this. I need to learn, Michael. Thank you for your comment. Gary says, don't I know it since I'm married to a Ghanaian woman? Fred says, we're tired of doing that. We're not getting anywhere. I'm also tired. I'm tired. My bre, gela bre. As you say in tree, my bre. Anyway, I'm like, looking how the sun does something to the skin when you're here. The sun gives it this glow. Yeah. So anyway, this is a quick live. I've been on here for about 11 minutes. I'm gonna go off now because I'm getting close to my destination where I'm meeting my friend for lunch. Gary says, while on vacation in 2021 in March when COVID started, that's when you met your wife in Ghana. Wow, congratulations. A lot of people came to Ghana during that time and stayed during the COVID period because a lot of people's countries were on lockdown and Ghana was not on lockdown. Ghana only had lockdown for 3 days. 3 weeks. Ghana's lockdown was only 3 weeks, 21 days. So yeah, a lot of people were coming here and just relaxing. And some people even came and stayed and then never left. Some people never left. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, I am going to jump off. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Today I'm going to actually be uploading an interview. It's been about a week since I've had an interview uploaded on my channel, but I'm going to have an interview being uploaded today. So watch out for that. It'll be in the evening, and yeah, I should get off this live especially because the GPS is talking and then everybody can hear where I'm going. So let me get off. Anyway, have yourself a fantastic day, and watch out for that video I'm uploading later today.